Question 6, so for P, if 3 to the power of log base P2 divided by 3 to the power of log base P8 is equals to 9. If you look at your memo, you'll see that there's two ways in which they do this, and I'll go through both ways of doing this. Okay. So the first way is to multiply both sides by our denominator, which is 3 to the power of log base P to 8, and that will then give us 3 log of P2 is equals to 3 log of base P8. And what we want to do is write that also with regards to log to 3, sorry. And then we'll write that as 3 to the power of 2. Now, since our bases are all the same, we can go ahead and drop the base and just focus on the exponents. So we will then have log of P2 is equals to log of P8. I want you to remember that the exponent rules, if we have these two together, then we can just write it with regards to a sum. So that would just be a plus 2, right? That's the log rules. If they're multiplying each other, we go ahead and add them to one another. Then we'll take the log to the other side. So we will have here log of P with input 2 minus log of P uh, 8 is equals to 2. Now, there's a log rule that says if you have logs to the same bases and they're subtracting each other, then you can just divide their inputs. So you'll have here log of P 2 over 8 is equals to 2. Then we're going to use the log base rules for exchanging our bases with exponents. So we'll have here P to the power of 2 is equals to 1 over 4. So 2 divided by 8 is 1 over 4. And that is where that part there is coming from. Now that we have it like that, we're going to go ahead and get the square root on both sides, square root on both sides. And we will get that P is equals to a half. Remember, P cannot be a negative, so it's the positive one. Okay, so now let's look into what they did in the alternative method. They said, okay, using the exponent rules, we understand that if two uh, of the same bases are dividing each other, then we just need to minus um, the exponents. So here you would get 3 log of P to minus log of P3 to the power of 2. Right. Oh, I missed out an 8 there. Right. So once we drop the bases, once we drop the bases, we'll just have again log of P2. And let's make that 2 a little bit bigger, minus log of P8 is equals to 2. And from there on, we will change that 2 to become that 8, sorry, to become log of P2 to the power of 3, log of P input 2 is equals to 2. Let's not forget the subtraction. And according to the log rules, what happens is that if we have to the power of something, we can bring it to the front so that it becomes a coefficient. So we now have 3 log p of 2 is equals to 2. We will then go ahead and subtract this from each other. So we have a minus 2 log p 2 is equals to 2. We'll divide both sides by minus 2. Divide both sides by minus 2. We get log of p2 is equals to -1. And we know, according to the changing of the bases, we'll have then p to the power of -1 is equals to 2. And therefore, p is equals to 1/2.